Hello, welcome. Today we'll be talking about the Pyramid of Hate. We're gonna have some guests to help explain, but they all canceled. Something about falling down the stairs? Please take all that we say in this informational tape seriously. Sure, being taught by objects is funny, but what is to be said later on is nothing to joke about. The Pyramid of Hate shows how small acts of bias can grow into discrimination, violence, and even genocide if left unchecked. History has shown us this during the Holocaust. First up, at the bottom of the pyramid, bias. You might experience bias in your everyday life. Bias is most commonly seen as liking one thing over another, or in this case, favoring one group of people over another. This could include jokes, rumors, stereotypes, or assumptions about people before even getting to know them. In Night, Airy shows how harmful ideas about Jewish people slowly spread before worse actions follows. The yellow star? So what? It's not lethal. At first, many people thought these small hateful actions were harmless, but they were actually the beginning of something far more dangerous. Next is prejudice. Prejudice is pretty much just a fancy word for judging or bullying people without truly knowing them. Prejudice can look like insults, slurs, exclusion, and dehumanization. During the Holocaust, Jewish people were constantly dehumanized by the Nazis. In Night, Ellie says, "Not far from us, flames, huge flames, were rising from a ditch. Something was being burned there. A truck drew close and unloaded its hold. Small children, babies." The Nazis treated innocent people as if they were less than human. Prejudice made cruelty seem acceptable. After prejudice comes discrimination. Discrimination is the unfair treatment of people based on race, religion, gender, disability, or other traits. This can affect schools, jobs, housing, and basic rights. In Nazi Germany, Jewish people were stripped of their freedoms more and more over time. The discrimination became more extreme until Jewish people were completely isolated from society. Violence is close to the top of the pyramid. Violence in the Pyramid of Hate is also known as bias-motivated violence. This can include threats, vandalism, assault, terrorism, and murder. The Holocaust became one of the deadliest examples of hate-driven violence in history. In Night, Ellie describes the horrors he witnessed in the concentration camps. "Never shall I forget that night, that first night in camp that turned my life into one long night." At the very top of the pyramid is genocide. Genocide is the deliberate attempt to destroy an entire group of people. This is the final and most extreme stage of hate. The Holocaust resulted in the murder of 6 million Jewish people, along with millions of others targeted by the Nazis. And that concludes our explanation of the Pyramid of Hate. The Holocaust did not begin with violence overnight. It started with bias, stereotypes, and prejudice that slowly grew worse over time. I'm Airy, and this animation was made by